Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of the Angry Geeks. I'm Louis Perry, Jeremy Courtney, Team Angry members, Tim Wiley, and family Angry member Calvin Exum. How's it going, guys, this week? Welcome to the show. We got a lot to talk about this week. We got a lot of stuff going on. We were supposed to have a Skype interview, but that got canceled, but that's okay. We got some other stuff going on. We're going to take a quick break right now, really quick, for K&S Toys of the Week, and then we're going to be back with some very special words.
We are assembled here today to pay final respects to our honored dead. And yet it should be noted that in the midst of our sorrow, this death takes place in the shadow of new life, the sunrise of a new world, a world that our beloved comrade gave his life to protect and nourish. He did not feel this sacrifice a vain or empty one, and we will not debate his profound wisdom at these proceedings. Of my friend, I can only say this. Of all the souls I have encountered in my travels, his was the most human. Others? Hup.
Hello, family members. Many know who I am. My name is Calvin. Yesterday was a very sad day for people all around the world. For those of my age, and I won't give that away, and older, we lost a great actor, but more than that, a great friend. I remember growing up watching reruns of Star Trek. And while I did love Kirk for his womanizing ways, there was something about Leonard Nimoy, Spock character that really gravitated towards me. He was that cool, logical character that never got worked up, never a hair on his head, never was out of place, never showed his emotions. Just one time when he thought Kirk was dead, but beyond that, never showed any emotions. But he was the hardest to show, in my opinion. But beyond that, we lost a great actor and great man, Leonard Nimoy. Nimoy not only portrayed a peaceful character on TV, but he also portrayed he was a peaceful man in real life. He was in countless movies before Star Trek and after. A great director, just great overall human being. And for those of us who remember growing and watching Star Trek, I think a part of us was lost yesterday. As we advance in years and realize that life is not eternal, we should look back at his passing while we're watching reruns of Star Trek. We may know every line, every character, every scene, but always take something new from it every day. Let's not mourn the death of Nimoy, because I don't think he would want us to do that. I think we should celebrate his life. And by celebrating his life, go out and watch a movie. Watch a show. but live your life as logical as you can, as peaceful as you can. Because Leonard was a great man and a great actor. And I feel like I lost an uncle. And he will be missed. May you live long and prosper.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, we did lose a great one, and obviously Tim and I honoring him today. I should be wearing the captain shirt, but
We are Klingon.
mutiny. No Cleon. No Cleon today.
The craziest thing, I'm at Mason's
Besides you?
yesterday. Besides me, I'm at Mason's yesterday. I'm digging through comics and stuff, looking for stuff. And he has this short box. I open it up, and there's friggin' tricorders, phasers, the furry guys, I forget their names. Tribbles. Dude, there's everything, and I'm like, Mason, why don't you have this stuff out selling? He's like, hey, you know, I'm like, dude, this is great. And then I get home and I learn that Nimoy has passed. It was weird.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, I think yesterday really hit a lot of people. I was sitting at work yesterday, and this has been a tough year for me, as many of you know.
Yep.
I lost my sister back in January. And I'm like, no, not this. I mean, not this. I almost got up and left work for the day. Because, like I said, he was like an uncle. I've met the Shatner. I've met Nichelle Nichols. Hopefully I'll meet George Takei. Didn't get a chance to meet Nimoy, but you feel like you knew him. He was that uncle that was like really, really cool. And like I said, it's always special to see him in Invasion of Body Snatchers. Remember that?
Yep.
To see him out that character.
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible, yes.
Fringe,
yeah.
Fringe.
And the fact that he was in the
Big
last
fan.
two.
The
Oh, yeah.
last two, the reboot Star Trek.
yeah.
As Spock. As Spock.
Yeah.
And Galvatron.
And Galvatron.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
I almost wore my I couldn't find my Transformers shirt today. I was like, I don't have a Star Trek shirt, but I know I have a Transformers
And
shirt.
Man from Uncle, if you really want to go back.
Yeah.
He was just a great actor. Like I said, Star Trek has touched a
He
lot of
also
people.
used to host on Sundays at where I lived. It was called the 38 movie special because it was on TV 38. But Leonard Nimoy hosted that.
That was cool. In Search of. Remember
In Search of. That's what I was just thinking of.
That was cool. So, I mean, I saw a picture the day I posted on Facebook. Maybe we can find it later for everybody. Where it's Kirk, Scotty, Bones, and Spock sitting around the briefing table in Enterprise. And at the bottom of the picture, it's just Kirk. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah, they all passed on.
They've all passed. I mean, that was Kirk and his crew during the show, but they got up and walked out while Captain contemplated his next move.
Yeah.
Shatner's always left of that show. Yeah, you have Nichelle Nichols, George Takei, and Walter Keane.
But out of the original crew, yeah.
I mean, but of the big four, and I call Scotty part of it. You got to call him part of the four.
You have to.
We're losing.
The only red shirt that lived.
Yeah, exactly. The only red shirt. I mean, think about it. Not only if you think about that.
Do you think that was on purpose?
Well, Scotty was a badass Scot.
he
man.
was.
I mean, he took on a whole Cleon battalion by himself while he was drunk. So yes.
A lot of our childhood heroes are done. Our buddy, you know, it won't be. I'm not going to jinx anybody, but
I know. Believe me, but they
the
asked
Bonds.
Yes.
Sean.
Yeah.
Sean
Connery, Roger Moore. My boss's wife.
The rape pitch for 500. Therapist.
Timothy Dalton.
Timothy Dalton. George Lansby. What?
You know what's funny? I'll bring up Timothy Dalton. People say he was the closest to the book than any of them.
Yes. She'll call you back.
Yes.
No, like yesterday, my boss, my boss's wife, she comes on my office.
No
She
one's
goes,
worried about that.
"Do you need to go home?" I'm like, "No, I'm good." I said, "When Adam West finally leaves us, then you're gonna have to worry about me. Then you're gonna have to worry."
Yeah, I saw somebody posted on Facebook, and I was like, no, I went out and did a Google search to make sure it wasn't.
Oh yeah, that was my
Right.
first thing too. I was
And I'm
like,
like,
oh, here we go.
Yeah.
What's this?
No, but
Because New York Times was what came up first. I was like,
because
oh my God.
because of the show, anything that happens in the media, we get media news right away. So
Yeah.
it not even on Facebook, it just popped up on my media news app. Leonard, I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh my lord!" I'm like, "You got to be kidding me!" Just right at 12 noon yesterday, and I was like,
7,000 likes.
I know. Thank you, Katie. I was like, wow. I was flabbergasted, and the first thing I thought of was you.
Yeah, I mean,
And I was like,
because you sent me a message.
Yes, I did.
You was like, "Are you all right?" I'm like,
I was like, wow. And then my boss's wife, she comes walking after lunch. She knows about all that. They all know about this, and she's like, "You all right?"
And they let you work their
Yeah,
show.
but actually, one of Rose's best friend, she works for her at work. And she's a big Trekkie fan. She wants to be on the show and talk with us. She speaks fluent Klingon. Fluent Klingon. And she was actually crying. And Rose goes, "Oh my God, it's like being at home." All right.
Well,
We're gonna.
the one thing I do have to say is he did live up to what he preached.
Oh,
Yes,
damn
he
straight.
did. He did live long, and he prospered.
Oh, you did.
yes.
And
You know what I learned?
83 is a nice long life. I think that's why emotionally it didn't affect me as much. I think emotionally
Yeah,
I was
when we
like,
talked
that
last
dude,
night.
yeah, I was like, you know what? The guy lived a really long life. Not like 100, 120, whatever, but 83 is a pretty nice,
Yes.
decent
When-
life.
when we-
and
when we-
it was, as you said, prosperous.
Yeah. When we spoke last night, Jeremy was like, "I don't know how to feel. I really don't know how to feel." And I'm like, "Yeah, I can see that. A lot of people
Yeah.
are like, just either numb or a lot of today's or we'll say non-geek, non-nerd, they will look at us and we got to think about it when Elvis died and how our parents felt.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. Seriously. So that's like us. I remember like my mom and all my aunts, they were like bawling. My Aunt Karen, I love you, Aunt Karen. She was bawling, when Elvis passed away. Same thing with my mom. And I, being a little kid, like, well, he's just a singer. What did I know? I was 7 years old, 5 years old. Now I can relate of how they felt. He's a big part of their lives.
Yeah.
We've in the last, I'll say, 10 years, we've seen a lot of icons go. We've seen Nimoy, we've seen Jackson go.
Jackson.
I mean, I can't even name them.
Fish. He just passed away the other day.
Abe Vigoda?
Abe Vigoda, yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he was still alive.
No, he just passed away. I think the day before. I think
It's funny because
Thursday.
I thought he was dead years
Yeah.
ago.
Well, they happen in threes.
Yeah.
Wow.
It has more than threes.
Yeah,
but
well,
you don't hear about the
yeah,
others.
yeah.
and-
Well, what's his name? Robin Williams.
Robin Williams. Yeah, another.
That one kind of hit me. That was like, wow, he went too young. He had much.
I always wanted to see Robin Williams as the Riddler. I thought he would
Yeah.
be
That
fantastic.
was kind of cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that was this weekend. One other thing I'd like to bring up, I know it's not on the
No,
topic.
go. We were on the time.
I was about to go off a topic too, so go
it's-
first.
it's okay.
I didn't get a chance to, but did anybody see the Mighty Morphin Power?
Yeah, that is
Anybody
dope.
see
No,
it?
I didn't see it yet.
It got-
I did not
did you
see
see
it
it?
yet, but I know it's going crazy.
I saw part of it.
What's his name is not happy about
It
it.
got
Johnny
pulled.
Ranger there.
Yeah, Jonathan JDK.
It's supposed to be
yeah,
dark.
yeah, it was dope.
I kept saying
Dude,
I'm gonna
it
watch
had
it
the
tomorrow.
chick
Tomorrow.
from
Battlestar Black.
yeah,
Katie,
yeah,
who's-
and
People
and
sleep on her. She's a great actress.
She
But
is.
the thing
I
is-
loved her from Battlestar
Yes.
Black. I love that whole.
Yeah,
entire
this is just
show.
a fan thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it was dope.
And yeah, there's no.
I
intention
have
bring
to
it
say the
to the
choreography
screen, but-
needed a little bit more work, but like the premise and what they went with, I would have totally been like, I'm going to see Power Rangers.
Well, they're going to reboot it. They're supposed to be rebooting it for the series, going back to basics with the
I was
original.
kind of upset with the dude having a problem with it. He's like, this is.
Well, he is the Power Ranger.
Yeah, but
he's
like-
the only from the original series that's still
But, like,
re-
it's just
out of
a
jail?
fan thing.
out of jail.
Yeah. Yeah, he was preaching how it's supposed to be for kids, blah blah blah.
and-
I'm like, yeah, but
And
like,
I've got a
almost
couple good
kids.
friends who say no, this isn't. Everything they're doing now is dark and gloomy.
Oh,
and
that's true.
and they need to keep some of these things light.
But
So
they
we
can.
So
They're both
I mean,
though.
well, I think what they're doing is they're growing. The movies are growing old with the fans.
Right.
True,
And
true.
as you get older, you can handle more, so that's what they're doing.
Mm.
But there's a lot of people who want to introduce what they had to their kids.
Well, think about Harry
And
Potter.
Keep it light.
Harry Potter was the same way. It started off as the kids reading the books at this certain age,
Yeah.
and as the kids got older, the characters got older, the stories got older.
Yeah.
Same thing. You know?
You know what changed a lot of stuff in
I
entertainment?
cried when Dumbledore died.
I still think
I was sitting at work
9/11.
waiting to go in, and I'm reading the book.
You
and
cried
Dumbledore died. And I cried. Dude, that messed me up.
I think 9/11 changed a lot of the way Hollywood and just the way, and we're going off topic here, but it's the way the world in general changed. I didn't get a chance to see it. I kept telling him that I'm gonna watch it tomorrow.
I'll see if I still have it downloaded.
And now YouTube pulled it.
They keep pulling it.
They keep pulling it.
It was good. Why,
it goes up.
It
It gets
so
pulled.
good. Like I understand people don't watch it if you don't want to see that. Like it was great.
I mean, they didn't do it with Star Wars.
I love that Darth Vader versus Batman thing. Did you guys see that? That is dope. And you know what? Batman
I know
lost.
you liked it because Batman lost.
I love it.
I was okay with it.
I thought it was great. He's coming for the Kryptonian. I was like, holy cow, that was awesome.
It was dope.
Now, there's supposed to be a Dragon Ball Z family.
Is there?
Out there. I have not seen that.
Have you ever seen Thor versus Superman?
I've seen the
superhero
Hulk versus Superman.
There's a whole
Superhero beatdown.
Superhero beatdown.
Yeah.
They have Batman versus Wolverine.
Oh, the live action
Yes.
one you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Those
Yeah, I've
movies,
seen-
Batman
Hollywood,
versus Deadpool.
Hollywood should take
Oh my god.
a picture of what these
Ah.
fan films
Bam.
Dude,
are doing, and this is what people want.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
You have a lot of directors who are very egotistical,
yes,
and they want to put their
stamp
Interpretation.
their interpretation. It's it's what they want. Not necessarily what the genre has grown up with. It's no, I want to do this and I want to do that. That's why a lot of Deadpool, in the X-Men films, that's a perfect example.
Mm-hmm.
He never had swords coming out of his arms. He was never put together with, all the other. It was just, ugh. But at the very end, after the credits, it kind of redeemed itself because he had the eye marks, and then, kind of the cocky.
Well, let's talk about just talk about that. I want to bring up Jason Momoa and the look of Aquaman.
Oh.
Brilliant! I love it. I'm sorry. I love it. It's. Whoa!
Superman!
And that's why I let him sit in the captain's chair today, only because of speaking about Leonard Nimoy. But look what happens when I stick people.
Long live the Empire.
That's it. No more
You
captain.
AC?
Yes, he was.
Judge Dredd?
Who's
Yes,
that?
he was. Judge Dredd.
Oh yeah.
I stole that from Caitlin. That was actually. This is for Slade. Matt, that's what you gave Caitlin for Christmas. She opened it. I stole it. It's mine. So anyway, Jason Momoa, the Aquaman poster, Unite the Seven. First, Unite the Seven. That's not about the seven seas, in my opinion. That's about the seven original members of the Justice League. I absolutely love that look for Aquaman.
Now,
I think it's brilliant.
Could you do me a
Alright.
favor, please?
Sure.
And pick up the Aquaman figure behind you.
Which one?
That one
This
right there.
You're not touching nothing today. You almost broke.
Hate Aquaman.
Why?
When they came out with that photo, I'm like, holy crap.
Well,
I can become a fan of Aquaman
do you
now.
believe
Okay.
that Marvel fans are saying
I never
that
liked
this
Aquaman.
Jason Momoa looking Aquaman is
It's-
stealing
it's-
Namor?
Okay, well, let's talk about... Jeremy, I'm going to allow you to touch something in the Geek Lair. Can you get me that 12-inch Aquaman figure right there?
It's all 12 inches.
It's...
Oh, I'm gonna say
Hold on one second. I want to...
He keeps telling his wife this is 6.
This is Aquaman.
Right.
Jason Momoa looks almost like this. This is it. This is awesome.
Jason Momoa's a lot better.
Yeah, but still,
Yeah.
I mean, this...
That's kind
No,
of.
it was funny.
This is
the
not
first
Namor.
complaints
This is-
I heard was that he wasn't blonde. I was like, are you kidding me, people?
Okay, you got to think about when Aquaman was created. We were in a different society.
Yes, we were.
We were in a different time.
Yeah.
So
Did somebody's tricorder just go up?
I think this is Aquaman, and Jason Momoa. I mean, this is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And here, you put that back, and I'll put this back before you break something. Oh yeah, I dropped the stand. I think Momoa looks incredible.
Yep.
And, of course, there's all these rumors. Oh, this is what he's going to be doing in the movie. We all know it's just going to be a quick cameo. But still, it's badass.
Right.
It's absolutely badass. What do you think? Thank you.
We're doing this all deep in the thought. I think stuff like this has to be done. Like you said,
Wizard
Yo,
Harry!
We. I would love to see that, but unfortunately, we're in a different time, like you said, and I mean, I still think that can be done, and it can be successful.
I hope not.
But, but as you
I
said,
too not a fan of Aquaman.
he looks like Namor. Now, even if they brought Namor in today, would they have Namor with the green swim
See,
trunks?
I don't know.
I don't
think
think
the Namor, the original Namor, really looks to me like somebody who would come out of the ocean. Like the whole
Wearing
Right.
a green Speedo with wings on his feet and pointed ears.
No, Leonard Nimoy.
Hey.
Leonard Nimoy, yes. No, I think
Uncle Lenny.
now when Marvel
No,
fans.
don't get me wrong.
Marvel
I'm not
fans
saying
piss me
Aquaman
off, as you guys all
looks
know.
bad or anything.
Well, no, it's just the Marvel
kinda
fans saying, "Oh my God, he's ripping
I
off
actually
Namor."
thought Jeff Johns.
That version of Aquaman.
Jeff Johns.
Can I
reboot.
talk?
No,
The thing
no, 'cause
is-
you're going crazy.
Yes.
Oh, by the way,
Sucks
my
too.
wife-
Yes, Namor sucks too. Thank you.
Oh, he does. Yeah, I
Yes.
totally agree. Like,
No, see,
You
I
can't be a
don't read
superhero
Marvel.
of the sea. You know, it's like Charlie the Tuna.
well, see, once again.
Come
well,
on.
Think about it. Think about once again. We'll think about Marvel once again.
Right.
Oh, I
Marvel
talked
was
to fish.
always.
Was
Marvel
it
was
Mr. Limpet?
Don Knotts. Marvel was always called the House of Ideas
Right.
because they constantly ripped off DC. So when DC actually came out and DC had Aquaman 1st, Marvel guys were saying, "Hey, we need somebody in the ocean."
But wait a minute. When did Aquaman come out?
Aquaman came out in the 50s.
What's name? Namor came out before that.
No, he didn't.
Because Namor was the first. Remember, they would say the first mutant.
But how can he be a mutant when he actually comes from Atlantis like Aquaman?
Right, but Namor came out during World War II.
They were neighbors?
Maybe.
Zoe wishes she could come with me to see Uncle Louis Rose, and especially Rose's sister, Caitlin.
That's right. That's our daughter. No, Aquaman was before.
Well, you know, let's look this up.
Go right ahead. But I'm almost sure.
But I mean, I've never liked any sea going
Except for
superhero
Waterworld.
or-
I loved Waterworld with, what's his dude name, face. You may not have liked that. I found that, I like the Postman.
He drank his pee.
I know.
Well, wait a minute.
So did
love-
Patches O'Houlihan.
Put him a long hair. He looks like that Aquaman.
For real.
Sure.
Christian, no,
You know, you show
no,
Moby
what's
Dick?
his name? Kevin Costner.
Kevin
Kevin
Costner.
Costner.
Yeah, the fish ears.
But no, I've never liked any. I mean, even Titan and all the
Was he bro?
No,
The heroes.
you can't be a hero on land if you come from the sea.
1939.
Read that from
1939. All right, when did Aquaman come out?
Yesterday.
And if I'm right, you're gonna say all hell Marvel.
Oh, yeah, I will. I will. Well, I'm pretty sure Aquaman came out before.
Well, did you see Thor was in Batman before it was in Marvel? Just saying.
All hail Marvel.
Hey, this
Say it
reminds
louder.
me of a...
All hail Marvel by 2 years.
Say it proudly.
You need to come to a wrestling show with us. I got some people I want to introduce you to.
I don't know, man. Brother's been working out.
Oh, I know. I lost all train of thought. Damn it.
I heard a good story this week.
Your husband.
On
Well, we're going to take a quick break for LHV Artist of the Week. Actually, introduce LHV's Artist of the Week, please.
Well, it's...
And it's actually Bats. Bats once again.
Oh, Bats made...
Bats
I
recommended
was
it.
like, that's not Bats.
No,
That's
Bats.
Lee Bradley.
Lee Bradley.
Lee Bradley.
Lee
The
Bradley.
Artist of the Week. Thank you, Lee. Lee, thank you for being Artist of the Week. Why do I bother? Why do I bother?
No.
Why do I bother?
Actually, yeah, there's something happened last week.
What's that?
somebody got a little bit older.
Hail to the chief, he's the one we all say hail
On your birthday,
to.
this was released, so Calvin, I bought you.
Oh, God,
There you go.
you guys didn't have to do this, but we did.
They opened it first.
Well, I had to make sure it was.
Oh, guys, this is awesome.
I don't think that's big enough. Oh, it gets bigger. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, that's good.
And they had another one that was all Marvel
Oh, yeah.
with Batman walking
Look
away. They wouldn't let him in the
oh,
club.
guys, this is awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
No
That's
problem.
really kind of cool.
Oh,
No, hold on to that shirt because one day we'll Disney on DC.
that's awesome. Thank you, guys.
No problem.
Holy cow. Yes, my birthday was last week.
Turned 69.
I did not turn. Maybe that night, but no. Ross!
This is a family show.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem,
Thank you.
brother. Oh, bring it.
Oh, come on, bring it in, man. Bring it in. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I need some ass.
Hey, guys.
Now what are you breaking?
Whoa.
Wow. Oh, thank you. This is
I
awesome.
think we just had some lawsuits happen right there.
This will be one of my concerts this year.
Like I said, we're before Disney owns Marvel. I mean, Disney owns DC.
That's what, I'm at a loss for words.
But the other one was cool too because it had all Marvel
In the treehouse.
characters in the treehouse and Batman walking away. You know, disappointed. I almost got there. I was like, nah, I can't do that.
Marvel would let Batman in, I think.
Wow, I got a tear in my eye now. This is awesome. Thank you. Let me get back to Aquaman for one quick second. Growing up,
Is there really more to say about him?
yes, but well, no, because I like.
Aquaman.
I mean, yes, I like the big. I like the big three. Okay, like as you said, now my big three
Oh, yes.
are Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Like Jeremy got me this awesome Wonder Woman comic book for my birthday,
For your older day.
for my older day.
For your born
The
day.
elder
But
day.
I also
Elder day.
like the obscure characters. You know, not many people as we were growing up knew about Green Lantern.
All right.
No one knew about the Green Arrow, or Deadman, or the Demon, Jonah Hex, and I like heroes like that. And one of them was actually Aquaman. They brought Aquaman to life when he was on the
Spectre.
Super Friends.
I don't think Green Arrow ever made the Super Friends, did he?
Yes, he did. He was on certain episodes. He was on like a challenge of the Super Friends, and once in a while he showed up very, very quickly on the Super Friends. He was on the Super Friends.
Okay.
And I got excited for that. Oh my God, the Green Arrow's there. And I always liked the heroes that you never heard about. Mr. Miracle, OMAC,
Plastic Man.
Plastic Man. They wrecked him in the cartoon.
Yeah.
They're bringing. He's gonna make a comeback. You should buy up those comics now.
Actually, there's a guy that cosplays him and does a really good
That's-
job.
that's pretty cool.
He has the outfit, and then he actually kind of looks.
He's got the glasses
Yeah,
and everything. Wow.
everything.
This is awesome. I love this.
And, yep. Oh, another thing I heard was Todd McFarlane made a statement. He was saying that because Sony owns DC,
No,
No,
Universal.
Universal owns DC. Sony owns
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man
Okay.
and
Or no, yes,
but
Yeah,
who
Sony's-
owns DC?
Warner Brothers.
Warner
Warner
Brothers.
Brothers. That's it, not Universal.
And Disney owns.
Disney
Marvel.
owns Marvel.
He goes, those two corporations are not going to let any of those characters go. So what are the other movie studios going to do?
Go to the Independents.
They're going to go to the independents.
Oh yeah,
That's going to open things up for a lot of.
Spawn.
Yeah, Spawn.
Yeah,
because that's what he got.
And
Take your number one
raised-
Well,
again.
it's funny. Speaking of Spawn, I think
Yeah.
we should have our cosplayer of the week.
Just had its 250th.
Well,
issue
it's
last
funny.
year.
It's funny how all this rolls around.
Yeah.
So we're going to bring up our cosplayer of the week, Jason
Putnam.
Putnam. Yay! Jason!
That's Spawn. McFarlane created Spawn, and he held on to the rights of Spawn. And the movie came out, which I didn't care
Todd
for.
McFarlane is like right there with Neil Adams,
He is.
bringing your artists their
amazing.
rights to their properties.
Yeah. And one thing
That
I liked about
was their
Todd
whole
McFarlane,
idea
which
with
really got me,
Image.
was when he did Spider-Man. when he
I love you when you're killing
He
me.
did an awesome part. Todd McFarlane.
when
did
he
awesome
was
Spider-Man.
doing Spider-Man, and he would do a cover. You always see his name down the bottom, and there's a number. And it was like, Todd McFarlane 53, Todd McFarlane 8. That was the number of spiders he put in the cover of his comic.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I know I did not care for the Spawn movie.
No.
No,
Not at all.
the
But the
original.
Spawn
cartoon.
HBO cartoon.
yes.
I have
Wow.
it on DVD.
Yeah, I
awesome.
Auto.
Yeah.
Oh, before we leave, I'll give it to you.
Oh yeah,
It's-
wicked good. Like comic book, perfect.
Yeah.
Don't let your daughter watch it.
Oh no.
It is. It's on
No,
the
don't worry about
verge.
that.
It's on the verge of X.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
phenomenal.
It's Japanese anime. Like,
Yeah, and
it's
he-
done well.
McFarlane introduced every episode, and that. Do you remember that when it was on midnight and HBO Saturday nights? And I was just, I would think it was 2 or 3 seasons, and it just blew me
Yes.
away. And I found it at a flea market on DVD for $1.
No way.
Yes, I was like,
$15 for that on Amazon.
So I was like, wow, it was bonus.
Dude, I was sitting there telling my wife.
Well,
about it
I
one day,
picked
I
up the
was
Son
like,
of
I really-
Batman. At
Oh, Damien?
yeah,
Damien, Son of Batman,
the
didn't he?
movie. Yeah, at
Oh,
one of
yeah,
the
that's really good.
one of the
DC does
little
their animation
stores. I don't. What do you call those things again?
Dollar
Things.
stores?
No,
flea market.
FYI?
Thrift stores.
thrift stores. Yeah,
Thrift
I found one of the thrift stores for $2.
Really?
Yeah,
Already?
It was a bootleg.
Oh,
But I was like, why not? Can't go wrong. $2, and all right. And holy crap, it was good.
Did you see the newest one, the Suicide Squad, or
Yep.
the Throne of Atlantis, the newest one?
I have
haven't
not
seen
seen
that
that yet because
I haven't.
Aquaman.
I have a lot of catching up to do.
I just don't like. I tried out like when
Here we
Jeff
go.
Johns took on Aquaman. I read the comic. I was like, all right, it's fresh. They're rebooting it. I can pick it up and finally read about this guy. And while yes, it was something new, and Aquaman didn't look like I don't know. Yeah, douche.
A douche.
A geek,
Yeah,
a nerd,
like
one of us.
it just
What are you guys?
me. I was just like, I
Comes from the guy who speaks Cleon. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
Oh wait,
I just don't care about
doesn't look like
Atlantis.
Cleon. let me give him the wrinkles. Give him a noogie.
No, Aquaman's a badass. He always was, and not many people understood that.
But let me ask you a question. Now
I talk to fish.
He doesn't talk to.
They should have got Isaac from the logo.
No, that's Namor.
He doesn't.
Come fish.
No, he doesn't talk to fish. That's a that is
He's
something
got those rings that come out of his head.
because he's not talking to them. He doesn't talk to.
There was one episode where he turned into a prehistoric animal.
Oh my God, the Super Friends. There was one episode where they all got stupid. And,
No, I mean he did by himself. Remember, something happened and he turned like a big green monster and then
Form
And I
of
guess-
a bucket. Shape of water.
Well, the Wonder Twins in today's comic books are badasses, and Justice League 3000. They're badasses even though they broke up because.
Has he got that monkey?
No, actually, the Wonder Twins actually broke up because the brother killed his sister in the comics.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, it
Good
was,
for
it was
him.
wild. But then she got resurrected and came back as a Flash.
No, you know, it's bringing the Flash.
That was
now.
weird. What?
We didn't meet since
Came
the
back
last
as the Flash.
episode of Flash. Did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
We haven't met since then, did we? General Grodd.
No. Gorilla Grodd shows up at the very end.
I call him General Grodd.
I know you call that. You always.
But
I'm taking you out of the captain's chair.
But there's some shows that call him General Grodd.
They call him General, but he's always been Gorilla
Gorilla
Grodd. And
It's kind of redundant. Gorilla Grodd. He's a gorilla.
yeah, but they always call you always. My only
Black mask. Yeah, I wear a black mask. Hey, thanks. Great.
my only
Hey,
problem.
the names aren't creative, but the characters are.
My only problem.
Batman, what?
My only problem
I'm Robin.
with Grodd. How was that cosplay coming on?
I haven't found anybody that can sew leather.
Okay.
Yeah, I got upholstery leather.
What are you going to do?
Talk to Raymond Blade. He's going to be there. We're going to a benefit tonight, Rocking for Emma. We're all going to be there hanging out.
I'll be debuting a costume tonight. I've been working out the past couple weeks or so.
Yeah, talk to him. I believe he works with leather.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
Me
work
too.
with leather. I bet you do.
Ball gags.
Where were we going? We were just
General Gorilla Grodd.
Gorilla Grodd. My only worry about Gorilla Grodd is Gorilla City. That's where he comes from. Now I know they're doing something with him being mutated by the general and by the doctor.
Right.
But it's like
Rocket? Raccoon?
kind of. But Grodd always came from. He was a telepath from Gorilla City.
Right.
They're not, because that's how the Flash gets there, by traveling through the inner dimensions.
Right.
Where he's able to break through the force field. I know they're not going to be able to do that, but it will be cool to see Gorilla City.
You don't think they'll do Infinite Earths or anything?
Maybe. Now, they did announce another TV show coming on next year with Firestorm, with the Atom, and 2 other characters.
You saw that coming.
I know.
I know. Did you
But
see that?
Also,
But the thing, I don't get into the TV shows.
I know you don't, but it's so
just
good.
get
My only problem,
so
you watched Arrow,
corny.
right?
I watched part of it.
Well, the only thing that pissed me off about Arrow...
Raj al Ghul.
No, not Ra's al Ghul. Well, besides Arrow becoming the 1970s Batman comic books.
Although I love Firestorm.
Okay.
As soon as that comic came out, I started buying them when I was a kid. And all the way up. And then, of course, we had the... Well, actually,
There was Fury and Firestorm the Nuclear Man. There was 2 volumes.
It was
the one that came in the 80s.
Mutant.
The one that came out in the 80s.
Yeah,
that's
that was...
That's when I bought.
That was the Nuclear Man, I believe.
Yeah. And then there was the controversy with the artist that... But actually, after thinking about it, yeah, he is, in a way, right.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, good on him.
It was just...
The way it was put out there, the way it's perceived,
Yeah.
people didn't think about it when they read it. When they read what he said. But the comic, awesome.
What
The
did he
artwork
say?
was awesome. That inspired me to start drawing comics, which never went anywhere.
What did he say?
Oh, that cosplayers don't bring anything to cons.
Oh, God.
Remember,
No,
he
and-
cosplayed as the artist? I don't want
Yeah,
to say his name.
and he actually liked my cosplay. But no. What I think is cos famous people.
Oh,
The people who go in there, set tables, sell pictures of themselves, and this and that, who are only there for themselves, not for...
Cos famous, not cosplayers.
Exactly.
Not you, gentlemen.
Exactly.
Not you, gentlemen.
That's
the others.
what I believe he was talking about. And I do agree to an extent. Because a lot of them go in there and they just set up and, oh, look at me, buy my pictures,
Buy my calendars, yeah.
But it's no different than him because
You had to run in with
he
one
sells his
Oh,
art,
yes.
they're selling their art.
Yeah.
So,
And
they bring people in.
You make a valid point with that, and we'll talk about it in one of my segments. Then.
All right, then we'll come back.
and I can
We're
argue
going to
both
have
sides.
Mr. X Comic Book of the Week.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Mr. X, our esteemed sponsor for our Comic Book of the Week. Thank you very much. And the next time we call you on the phone, you better answer.
Comic book of the week, though. It's not the comic book of the week, but from Bliss on Tap. Next week, number 3. I play the bad guy. It's out. Get it?
Andy, you're going
Before
to
it
be...
sells out.
Hopefully, Andy and Alex both will be here. I know Andy's confirmed. But Andy was actually a week behind, thinking this week was last week, and he really got his scare. What time am I supposed to be there? Next week?
Which I did get the comics from Mr. X. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I got both signed copies, the last 2 he had. Plus I got issue number 1.
Awesome.
And
Well, you better bring it next week so
I
Andy
hope
can
so.
sign it.
Yeah.
And not only will Andy and Alex be here next week, but Bobby Ocean himself. He's back from his wrestling tour, and Bobby wants to come over and hang out with us. So, yep, more than welcome, Bobby. Can't wait to have you. What did you want to bring up, sir?
This is what happens when you get old. No, but you're saying about Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah.
This is. I see where this is going. It's gonna get big, but you wonder, does
I like that one.
does this push Flash out of all future DC movies. And
Oh no.
because are we gonna see two different time continuums?
I think we're going to, because did you hear that they're casting Superman for Supergirl? The Supergirl TV show?
Did you hear
What?
that they're
Dean
also
Cain,
Cyborg Superman's going to be on?
Yes, the Supergirl
Supergirl?
TV show.
That's
It's
going to be on CBS,
CBS.
which owns part of WB.
I know.
Which Flash, Arrow,
Well, they're all gonna be
Supergirl,
they-
Superman.
Well, they said that
You need some tissue?
the Teen Titans TV show on TBS is everything's going to be tied in, even though it's different networks. They're all owned by Time Warner. They're all going to interconnect. They're going to have wicked crossovers like they do with Chicago PD and Law and Order,
Yes.
whatever. So they're going to have all these crossovers, and they just said that for the Supergirl TV show, Superman's going to be in it. So it's like just.
Probably not much.
Well, probably not much, but he's her cousin. He has to be in it.
Oh, well, yeah.
Now, my other thing is, the only thing that pissed me off about Arrow
They should bring Superboy into
was...
it, maybe.
No, what
Well,
word?
no, the clone Superboy.
Oh,
not,
the clone,
not,
yes,
not
okay.
Superman.
Or
Superboy.
Connor,
yes.
yeah. My only problem with the Arrow this week, well, two of them. Not only did they bring it back to being the Green Arrow to being the 1970s Neil Adams Batman, but the whole Ra's al Ghul, I want you to be my heir, I was like,
What?
yes! Oh,
What?
for anything on this, you gotta
Spoiler.
Okay. For anything about this, please check out our website. Go to Louis America. Read my blog on our website. You can have everything there. I'm not going to say anything else about that, but please go to the website. Read Louis' blog. Read Louis America, and you will find out everything I have to bitch
Either
about.
that
this
or
week's-
read Neil Adams' run from 200 up to 300, and it was probably the same story, I'm guessing.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Wow.
Now you mentioned all those shows. The Outside shows Gotham. Gotham sits by itself in toughness.
And it should, because I cannot watch that show. I
like it.
I cannot
yeah,
watch
The
that show.
Penguin show?
The Penguin show.
Actually, he was out of Walking Dead.
Is he?
Or Talking Dead.
Talking to
Talking
yeah,
Dead.
last Sunday night.
Yeah.
It's
I can't watch that. I can't do it.
I tell my
It's
wife when we
fun.
sit there and watch it, we know where it's going. You know
Oh,
where it's
yes.
going to end. I don't know where Will Smith's wife, Jada Pickett's going because I've never seen the character before. But I know
Fish Mooney. I like her as Fish
But I
Mooney.
know-
Other people don't like her.
I
think
can't-
that
I just
kinda
can't
cool.
watch them.
I think she's an evil bitch, and like, dude, she plays it well. I'm just like, I fucking hate that lady. I'm like, well, I'm supposed to. So like, bravo.
Do you notice that Marvel is almost conceded? It's like when you go in battle, you may concede a city for a war. They've conceded TV to DC. You
Well,
notice that?
I don't know. Agent.
Well, see, I
Carter
haven't watched
there.
one episode of Agent. No, I know
I've watched two
Mitch
so
Halleck
far.
is like, Louis, what the hell is wrong with you? Because he praises that
Right,
show,
right.
I've
and
watched
I have
two.
not. I have not watched that. And
I
Agents
haven't
of S.H.I.E.L.D.,
watched-
one episode, I was done.
Well, you know,
What
to be
did you
fair,
know?
To be fair, Netflix series starts in a couple April 10th.
Yeah, Cody, Team Angry Jr.
Game of Thrones goes back April 12th.
Daredevil starts, I believe, April
Ah,
12th. So
you got me too close to the
I know.
bubbles.
I want to bring back a Planet Apes television show. I'll be happy.
Oh my God,
That
they
would be
should.
kinda
That
cool.
was
I
such a
would
great
dig that.
show.
That was
Great show.
I
Was
put
it?
out there.
I've never seen the show.
You never saw the Planet Apes TV show?
I've seen all the movies, every single.
Leonard Nimoy's
like-
father played General Aldo's character. I can't think of his.
Sarek.
Sarek played. Sarek Mark
Mark
Leonard.
Leonard.
Yep, played. Who was
I
Leonard
must
Nimoy.
have watched all the movies like a billion.
General
times,
Orko.
but I
Or
never-
General Orko. Did you see the portion that I sent you and Tim of the cutout scene of the ship sailing into San Francisco Harbor? I sent it to you last week. That was cut out the last movie. It was supposed to be. If you read the book, remember they made the call for help when he said help was on the way and they'll be here soon. That was the help that was coming, and when you looked at the binoculars, they saw the chimps. Like, because remember the whole world, the rest, what happened is around San Francisco. The whole world, the rest of the country in the world, doesn't know about. That's the thing about Planet Apes. It's in that
Oh,
one
we're
little
talking
city.
about Planet of the Apes.
That one little city,
Like the boat?
but
Oh, is that the newest movie?
The
See,
newest movie,
I
they cut
haven't
out- they
watched
cut out
that
scene.
one yet.
if they cut up
it's
scenes.
actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I like the one before it, the one with what's his face.
I like them both.
And,
Rise of the Planet of the Apes was awesome.
Yeah, that was dope.
That
was
one
fantastic.
scene with Scar. Well, no, it wasn't Scar. Why did I call him Scar? You know what? When he walked in and picked up the gun, that was so frightening.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my! You knew what he was gonna do,
Yeah.
and that was so frightening when he just picked up acting all drunk and stupid and just wiped them
acting
out.
like a
chimp.
a circus.
Yeah, I was
a
like,
circus
oh my
ape.
god.
I read the book, the prequel book, and how it gives you a good backstory of why he's so angry and why hateful towards humans, the way he was treated. The only person who took care of him was eventually he was taken away from her when he was a baby, and he was experimented on. He was on a television show, and
Sounds like my wife's story.
yeah.
But we're not finished experimenting
No,
on you.
no.
We have a lot more to go.
Come on, back here.
It's okay. As long as you guys keep shooting me up with whatever that stuff is, I'm good.
Fox is another wild
Borax
card.
bleach.
Wild card when it comes down to movies because they have Fantastic Four and they have X-Men and they and Marvel don't seem to play nice together.
No.
They don't play nice together.
I'm excited that Sony hooked up with the Spider-Man and stuff. I'm excited if it goes Miguel. I think that would be a great, different take.
Well, I'm gonna be a Marvel fan for a second, okay? But why? Why do they need to have another Spider-Man? Why do they need to have
It's
another?
a different universe altogether.
It's,
isn't
okay, that's fine. But then, well, why do they need another Batman? Why didn't Christian Bale do it? Why did he have Why did Ben Affleck?
Well,
do it?
no. That's not the argument. That's why do they have to reboot it?
Yeah,
Every time they get a new actor, why do they have to reboot it? We already know.
That's
Exactly,
right.
and that's why they're
That's
not
the right
rebooting
argument,
Batman.
Yeah, and it was only a couple of years ago when the last one was rebooted, so why
Exactly.
did they reboot it again?
And that's the thing.
Hollywood, knock it off!
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
We're sick of reboots. We know the history.
Yeah.
We know the story. We know where they came from.
Please don't
Just
tell us
go
the history
on
of
with the
Aquaman.
story.
And that's one of the reasons
okay.
why.
It's okay.
And if you read
It's okay.
every, if you
It's
read,
okay. It's okay.
easy.
It's okay.
And if you read every
okay.
article
go with
about, if you read every article about Affleck being Batman, it's not a reboot. He's already been established. He's already been Batman for 17 freaking years.
But I just hate Ben Affleck.
And, you know, Christian,
He's a good director, but I don't like him as an actor. I hope he does well. I want him to do well in this role. Yeah, I'm not bashing this movie at all. I'll wait till it comes out to give my opinion on it. I'll wait.
We
till I
will
watch
be
it.
there.
Christian Bale
But-
said he wasn't offered. They didn't offer him.
But it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, it wouldn't work.
So I really, I
It
really
would work.
hope this movie does well because I want another movie that I can watch over and over and over. I don't.
Put a shower scene.
There you go.
Watch last week's episode of Two Books on a Tube for that.
But no, it's. I'm tired of watching these movies that it's like I'll watch it once and I'm done with it. Throw it away. I love watching movies over and over. Like
Empire Strikes Back.
Caddyshack.
Empire Strikes Back.
Rocky
Any
2.
of the Star Wars
Yep,
movies.
even
I'll
the new
watch
movies.
over again. All
The
of
Winter
them.
Soldier.
Yes.
I watched it. I
You've
watched it
watched
again
that?
right after.
I've only watched that twice, and I'm not
And-
really looking forward to watching it ever
Yeah,
again.
but I mean, there's some movies that
I mean, it was good.
I'll watch it once and right away I'll watch it again. Yeah,
Trial of the
I don't- I don't-
Guardians of the Galaxy, I definitely want to see again.
Trial of the Incredible
because
Hulk.
I've seen that
was
over and over.
awesome, and I love that's the movie. I think
Odin!
they did the soundtrack right, and it really brought you right into
Yeah.
the movie. I think feelings, everything felt great about that.
What
And
did I
this
say?
guy sitting
What did I
there
say when we left the theater? I was bored. Unless Rocket was on the
Bored.
screen,
It was
I was bored.
exciting. I loved it all.
Green Lantern was
wait,
exciting.
I actually
How
know
can you
the
be bored?
Infinity Gauntlet
Green chick.
story, so like it was dope. I enjoyed the whole.
There's only
Trek,
one. There's only
Yes.
one green chick. I was just gonna Yvonne Craig. Only one green chick.
I was all about the mixtape.
All right, that's gonna wrap it up for this week. 'Cause we gotta get going to rocking with Emma, and we
Yes.
got other stuff to do. But before we go, Jeremy and I, we're gonna be on tour pretty soon. We're gonna be at New England Fan Fest number 5 this June. We're gonna be at Massive Con. But
That
New
what the
England,
bus outside's for?
the Angrygeeks show is gonna be on the road. We're gonna be at Anime Boston in a couple weeks. Well, hopefully, the original actor for
Big G.
Godzilla.
Godzilla himself.
Yeah.
Godzilla.
And let's not forget Connecticut Comic Con, Mohegan Sun in August, 15th, 16th, and 17th. Kevin Conroy, Jason Mewes.
Oh.
Ming Chen, Mike Savick.
Yes.
Mohegan Sun is going to be the place to
How's
be
it,
in
man?
August. Louis Perry for Jeremy Courtney, Tim Wiley, our favorite Cleon, Calvin Exum. We'll see you guys next week.
Long live the Empire.
Long and prosper.
Live long and
Long and
prosper.
prosper.